Steve Carter here, your host for Easy Stress Cures. I'd like to share something that happened to me today, and it occurred to me after I gave it some thought that this is worth sharing with some suggestions for follow-up action by not only myself but others. I received a message through Facebook, through a private message chat on Facebook, from someone who I worked with about 2 decades ago. And he said, "Steve, I'm visiting a mutual friend of ours." And the gentleman who he was visiting was also a coworker for or with both of us. And he gave me his name. And he said, "I have permission to let you know that our friend is undergoing a difficult challenge, a difficult medical challenge. He has serious Parkinson's disease." And I replied, "Oh my gracious, I am so sorry to hear that." I said, "I know you're visiting him, so I'm not going to call now, but please have him text me. Have him text me with the phone number that he's using these days, and I will be more than happy to be back in touch with him." A short while later, I received another message from the gentleman who originally contacted me, and he said, "Steve, our friend can't text. He can't text because he simply can't hold the phone and text because of his condition." So he provided to me the phone number of our mutual friend, and I said, "Oh my gracious, again, thank you. I'll be in touch with him over the next few days, and I will make a point to be in touch with him on a regular basis and tell him I'm certainly sorry to hear about the circumstances, and I will be there for him and do anything I can to help him." That was the end of our exchange. But in the aftermath, I was thinking, we lose touch. We lose touch with people who we work with, who we went to school with, who were close friends. Many of the people that I worked with, I did consider to be good friends. But when you leave a job, and in my case, I retired, when you leave a company, it's very easy to lose connection with people who really were good friends and co-workers during the years that you may have worked there, or in my case, where I worked. And that goes not only for this particular employer who I worked with for 25 years, but it also goes for my previous employer who I worked with for more than 12 years. And again, good friends, really, really good friends, lost in time. Some I've maintained relationships with through Facebook, and every once in a while I'll get a call from some of the people that I have worked with in the past. But over the years, those calls have been fewer and fewer. Sadly, in some cases, some of the people that I've worked with have transitioned and are no longer able to call, write, or do anything else because they have left this earthly plane. It occurred to me from a stress management point of view, from ourselves as well as the people who we worked with, who we were friends with, maybe even family members we've lost touch with, how worthwhile it is to reach out and be back in touch with these people. With people who really matter to us, who we were friends with, but through time, through circumstances, we simply have lost touch or gotten out of the habit of connecting. I know when I've reached out to people in the past that I have lost touch with, it really feels good. It feels good to reconnect. It feels good to have a conversation about old times, about circumstances that we shared. It provides an opportunity to laugh, to smile, and to just reconnect with someone who is important or was important to us, and with that reconnection is again important. I would encourage you to think about people that you've worked with or family members that you've lost touch with, friends, people who really mattered to you at one time, but that perhaps you've lost touch with over the years. I would encourage you to reach out to them. There's, of course, various ways to do that. You can find them on Facebook and connect through Facebook. I find that the least beneficial way, but it's better than no way. If you have a phone number or can get a phone number for someone who you would really like to reconnect with, make that call. Get that number, make the call. You may say, Steve, this is going to be awkward. I haven't spoken with this person for years, and I'm here to tell you that's fine. Your initial opening greeting may feel awkward, but believe me, once you say something like, "Hi, Stan, Steve Carter here. I know we haven't spoken for years, but somehow you just came to mind, and I decided it was time to reconnect, to talk with you, to learn how you're doing, and discover what you've been up to." That's all you need. That's your opening. You're going to find that conversation just flows like water. So yes, phone calls are great. Another way to connect with someone is to send them a physical card. Spend $3 or $4 for a funny card or an appropriate card. Write a short personal note letting the person know, "Hey, I've been thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. I would love to connect. Can you email me or call me with your phone number, and I'll be happy to reconnect with you." That card is going to be far more powerful than sending an email or a text. Why? Because it is so rare that we get physical cards in the mail anymore. One thing I always look forward to are family members and friends who create holiday letters. Those holiday letters are, of course, general, but they provide an update for what that person has been doing typically over the past 12 months. If you haven't written one of those letters yourself, why not give that a go as the holidays approach? People love to receive those letters, again, because it's so rare to receive something in the mail that's not trying to sell you something, or it's a bill or some other junk mail. No, this is something they will treasure. Why not give some thought to 1, 2, 3 people who you haven't contacted or haven't been in touch with? Reach out to them in whatever way is best and reconnect. It'll do good for your soul. It's going to make you feel happier, and you are going to brighten the day of someone who never expected to hear from you. And that's a gift. It's a gift for them, and it's a gift for you. I am so pleased you have chosen to join me for this episode. If you would like to share thoughts about this or any other episode, email me at cartermethod@gmail.com. You can find previous episodes and other shows on our website, stressreliefradio.com, stressreliefradio.com. Until our next visit together, your host here, Stephen Carter, I wish for you and your loved ones blessings in abundance.